Hi Glitter Angels, it is Vivian J. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to be doing a video based on tips on ways to be around people and how do you feel comfortable, and also how can you tell. I'm going to give some points about being around people that you feel comfortable around with. I probably might have explained it a little bit awkward, but it's fine. I'll get more into depth really shortly. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to be reading off the points I have about being comfortable around people. So I wrote it on my phone through the Notion app. Now we're just going to get right into the video. So before we get started, so you are a college student or soon to be one, and there come times where you would have to get used to being around new people. Sometimes you may run into some familiar people and some new ones. The truth is that being comfortable around people is never easy. First of all, you're not sure what to expect. And second, you're still unsure about people that are willing to accept you for who you are, regardless of where you come from or what you look like. And here are some ways on how you can consider on being comfortable around people that can make you feel good. So here are some things to consider. Your health and safety is your #1 priority. Second, you have to get to know the person and avoid making assumptions or judgments. So never, ever make any judgments about other people. Third tip is to find common ground. So what do you see between you and this person? Like, what do you believe you have in common with each other? And not just believing, but what do you really have in common with each other? You have to understand the boundaries that you have and what other people have. It is important to respect them as well. Number 5, for asking questions, keep most of them open-ended, like icebreaker questions. Like, let them explain their story, and then you can ask some follow-up questions, and they are the best ones to ask. Number 6 is don't be hesitant to put yourself out there. If you don't feel comfortable about it, that is totally fine. Sometimes there are days where you're just like, I don't know if I want to do this. It can be like that sometimes, and you're not alone. Number 7, consider what activities you might be doing for fun to spend time together. So as you're getting to know whoever you're talking to, of course you want to make some fun memories together. You could talk about first impressions, or do a fun activity together, like play a game, or get coffee, or get something from Starbucks, or go shopping, or whatever will work best. And number 8, don't hesitate to tell your friends about making memories through photo and video. Because at the end of the day, while you're still getting to know people, of course you want to make memories last. And photos and videos are one of the best ways to create memories and also to reflect on them. So hopefully these tips have helped you out as much as they have helped me. During all these years I've been making videos and all that stuff like that. It doesn't have to be just for making videos in general, but also it is applicable to any situation regardless. There come times where you'd have to form a new friend group, and that can be scary to work with or difficult to work around with. And that's okay. Again, you're not alone. Every single person has gone through that phase of life at any point in time, whether it was during middle school, high school, or even college, or even post-college too. So it's not uncommon, as said by one of my favorite professors from DePauw. Well, of course, not everyone responds to certain things the same way. They respond things differently, some way, somehow, doesn't really matter. But hopefully these tips have helped you out. Now we're gonna move on to the keep in mind section. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the keep in mind section. Keep in mind, first things first, when there comes a time where you don't feel safe for what the case might be, it is important to get out of it and leave. Like, if you don't feel comfortable about something that you think is going to cause you a lot of fear and problem, just get out of it. Don't even think about what's going to happen next, just get out. And then second, make sure the people make you feel happy, not making you do awful things. And believe it or not, toxic people and rude people are not worth your time, energy and your attention. Number 3, those people that you are considering to be friends with are intended to motivate and inspire, not manipulate. If you feel manipulated by someone or some people, that is a big problem. So, well, first off, it's not your fault, it's their fault for manipulating you into something that you really don't want to do, or where you feel like it's really wrong, ethically. And then for the 4th tip, I suggest jotting down some details about the person or people based on what you know about them. Essentially, you're answering the question like, what do you know about this person? Or what is he or she like? Or what are they like? So whenever you explain to like your friends or family on the people you met, you like to explain some details about this person, so that way they're like, oh, I have to get to know this person. Or I would like to get to know this person. Think of it that way. Next one, be careful when surrounding yourself around people you are not familiar with. If they're trying to cut you down and hurt your feelings, then they are not worth your time. Like if you're just surrounded by toxic people or just people who say really mean stuff just to hurt you, they are not worth your time. That's the time to just get out. Get out of that circle, get out of that relationship, and just move on. And if you find someone as irritating, they are not even worth your time either. Avoid thinking of the interactions that you might have had with that person, because if you do, then that could feel worse and heavy on you. Whenever someone is being really annoying to you, they're just not worth your time. If they just keep bothering you for some reason or for no reason at all, then again, they are not worth your time. Next tip, remember to keep your cool, not lose it. Nobody wants to act like an angry person anyway. I have been constantly working on this thing of trying to keep my cool instead of losing my cool. You don't want to see anyone losing their cool, right? Right. Moving on. It is important that not only social health is a part of everyone, but also mental health. So be sure to check in with yourself and see how things are going. And it is okay if things are not going smoothly, or if there's a bit of a rough start to the week, or you're just having a bad day. It is okay. But hey, at the end of the day, you just know how to bounce back and just fight through it. Hopefully that explains a lot for the keep in mind part. So like as a general reminder, be careful of who you interact with, because you don't want to surround yourself by toxic people or just people that act really nice when they're not really nice people at all. I can't stress this enough. Toxic people, fake people, rude people, they are not worth your time, energy, and attention. So conclusion, I suggest that as long as you stay true to yourself and trust the process of how you interact among people, then you should be good to go. At the end of the day, it's best to trust yourself as a general reminder. Like, trust that you can make really good friends or find a good social group or find great people to interact with or people to talk to. You have to at least talk to somebody, at least in a day. At least a couple minutes of interaction won't hurt. Because I'm definitely one of those people that loves to talk things out whenever I'm in the midst of a difficult situation. And then second, it's best to go with friends, especially around the evening or nighttime during the weekends or weekdays. In case if something goes down, you are there for them and they are there for you. And this applies to if you're a girl or a guy, just go with friends, stay with them. In case if something goes down, they're there to protect you and you are there to protect them. Next point, although interacting around new people is not an easy thing to do, it doesn't mean that you can't or don't deserve to make friends at all. I actually learned this when I was adjusting to college life at DePauw. Somebody told me that just because you're struggling to interact with new people or people you are not familiar with, it doesn't mean you don't deserve any friends at all. Every single person deserves to have a best friend in their life regardless. I know a lot of you consider interacting with new people as a hard thing to do, and I consider it as difficult myself. Even during my college time, it's still hard. But hey, at the end of the day, it's like you're just trying to have the amazing time and you're meant to enjoy those moments while you can. So hopefully in this video I've explained more of ways you can be comfortable around people. Well, this is like a kind of like a simplified version. I know there's more to it, but I like to keep these kind of informational videos short and sweet just because. I know it can be difficult to process at times, but hey, that's okay. You're not alone. And it's okay to talk things out with people. That's it for this video. I'm pretty sure I've explained every single tip very clear, and if you have any further questions, you can let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and for more interesting content, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel down below. Please be sure to turn on the bell for post notifications so that you're one of the first to catch up on my videos. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, peace out. Bye.